All right, all right. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic video. It is going to be for the 14th of June. Now I have to say, as I was typing in the title, I put down the July 14th. So I don't know if maybe July is more important or a month from now is more important, but let's see what the message is for the 14th. We have the energy of Four of Pentacles, so the energy of holding back, holding on, refraining, restricting. We have the Tower upright. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, there's a lot of change going on the 14th. Like massive, like universal change, like a character who's been waiting for this day. Now I feel like this is anticipation. They've been waiting for the 14th. Maybe there's something going on where it's like this is the day they gain their freedom. I look at the Tower as freedom. It's interchangeable with that word to me, because it's when the tower falls, it's when we get liberated. Is it complete like breath of fresh air? All of a sudden someone's fortune changes. They've got everything that they need to be able to do what they must or what they've wanted to. This is someone's debt is paid off. They have held their breath and waited. Wow, Four of Cups. Again, sitting and waiting. I would say this: we have a masculine and a feminine on the other, flanking this, right? So we have all this massive change. And then we have two people, masculine and feminine, sitting here, both on fours. He's sitting there holding back. She's been sitting here. And this can be a card of boredom. It can be a card of missed opportunity. But she's actually meditating. She's sitting on the fence as if she's been trying to figure out what the illusion was. Obviously, it's about the context of love because we have a heart-shaped tree behind her. She was uncertain. Was this all an illusion? Was any of this real? Was this a great, big, beautiful thing that turned out to have fallen apart, so it was just a missed opportunity? Or was it all an illusion? She's still sitting here on the fence, not sure. They've still been holding back, but I feel like it's been waiting for this day, possibly. I don't know. Let's make sure about that. Tell me, why has he been sitting here? I don't read for gender, so do bear that in mind in these fictional stories. This could be two women, two men, reverse gender roles, does not matter. We got the Five of Wands, sideways, we got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, they have definitely been waiting quietly, not trying to jump into the fray and start battling for something, not speaking up yet, not doing anything yet, until the day comes when it's a complete new offer, they're waiting for freedom. They're waiting for a completely new opportunity. I just did a Libra video today today meaning the 13th, because I'm recording this on the 13th also, but it's for the 14th. I like to try to get these out early because I have watchers all around the world that are in time zones ahead of my own. This is reminding me of the Libra video, somebody who's going to be free of something. They have been waiting for this. Knight of Coins, painstakingly waiting in silence. But man, oh man, have they been they've been scrubbing turtles. That's how slow everything has been going. But this has given them time to really reflect. This has given them time, if anything. We're dealing with a very self-possessed and very passionate King of Wands who has been, if anything, they've been saving up their love, saving up their emotions for someone. And it's been for a long time. Maybe they've been saving up their money as well. They've been saving up their words for sure. But this is somebody who has a ton of passion in their heart and their soul, maybe I should say. Tell me about our Four of Cups person over here who's been sitting on the fence saying, was it all an illusion? Was it not? Empress in the reverse. They've been feeling kind of like, am I toxic? This feels like a feminine who's been asking themselves, was it all an illusion? Am I the person who actually has an issue letting go? Have I been this, needy, grabby, anti-empress, somebody that doesn't really, do what I should, that is trying to grasp onto something that I want to be mine? Six of Wands. Because God, I used to be so confident. I used to know what, who I am and what I do. But maybe am I somebody who can't let go because I have an ego in the way? I want to win, I want to be successful, when really that's my issue. Can I not accept the fact that someone isn't here with me? Am I still trying to figure out whether or not they love me because I just can't accept maybe they didn't, and that's my issue to deal with? I always have to be adored, admired. Like, she's really coming down hard on herself. She's really asking herself those questions. Is this all in my head because I need validation? Is that why I can't stop thinking that, that I think that they love me? I think it was real. We got the Seven of Wands sideways. She really can't come to the conclusion because there's a part of her that is humble enough to entertain like the most, like hard to look at concept, right? It would be pretty brave to be able to say, okay, maybe I'm a karmic. Maybe I'm the one in a karmic energy. I'm in this pattern where I have to be the person that somebody still wants. I have to be the one that people admire or that think I'm a real catch and that I'm the one that they would want to marry. I have to be that person. Is that how I am? She's really reflecting and she can't decide. But I think we can see already that's definitely not who she is, because if she has the capacity to ask herself that question, she definitely isn't that person. That's what I would say. And I think as much as she's trying to actually say, I guess that must be what it is. I must be struggling with my own self-worth. I want validation. That's why I just can't quite buy the fact that, this wasn't real. I need to let it go. But even she knows that's not true, because the Seven of Wands is here. She's still stuck on this for a reason. Why can't she just say, okay, my fault. I misunderstood. I really decided somebody cared a bunch about me. I've had a hard time letting them go because, hey, I got some ego stuff to work on. Really? Then why can she not even buy that herself? Because I don't think that that's right. I do not think that that's right. We have got, sorry, I thought there were two cards. They jumped and went between one of my towers over here. Inspiration of Cups sideways. She's wondering if she blew things out of proportion then. Okay, maybe it's not me having an issue letting go or, trying to be the number one. Maybe I just thought someone was more into me than they were. Maybe that's the way I should look at this. She's really trying to talk herself into finding a way to make it be like my mistake, so then I can deal with it and let it go. So why is she still stuck on it then? Why is she still sitting on the fence asking herself, was this all an illusion? Hermit. Now you notice they've both been in hermit mode. So she's thinking about this too. She's feeling I'm really doing some deep self-reflection here to figure out what's true and what's not. Now they were doing some deep self-reflection as they were recognizing I am genuinely holding back so that I don't try to create more drama. It would be better if I wait until I can have a new beginning wholly and entirely. And I have to work toward having that new beginning. I can't try to jump ahead. I have to be organized enough. If I really want something or someone, I need to do this in the right way, step by step. They have come to that conclusion. Meanwhile, she has been, doing some deep inner questioning about who she is, where her ego is. I mean, I think that's such an admirable thing that a character is able to put themselves in the hot seat and say, okay, was I the jerk? And sometimes we will be the jerk. Sometimes that Empress could be an Empress in the reverse without having, recognized it. And it's so huge to be able to be like, oh my God, I was a colossal ass. But I don't think that's what it is this time around. And I think she knows it. And I don't think she blew something out of proportion. All I can say is we got big change. So what happens here on the 14th then? What's the big change? The Tower falls, the Wheel of Fortune turns in everybody's favor. We have the Tower again, and we have the Ace of Wands. Now you notice, normally I would read an Ace of Wands in the reverse as, okay, so somebody's lost passion, lost power. It's like, a jet engine with not enough takeoff. So we're not actually going to go, we're just going to go around the runway, and be like, yeah, that's about all we can do today. We're just going to be basically a bus because we ain't getting into the sky today. That's not what this is. You notice that we have somebody who's been locked. They have been a prisoner somehow, or she has been kept away from them. Somebody's been spying through the keyhole, but I'm looking at this now as an unlocked door. Here, we're on the other side staring in, and she's in like this apothecary, making all these little tinctures and nice smells and perfumes. And there's something about her, you know, like the memory of her, or something about like they don't forget. Like she draws them, like the pheromones draw them. Somebody's drawn by the pheromones, and that door is finally open. We finally have an open door. The tower twice, they each have this sense of freedom. She's finally free. How is it that she gets free? This is her that is free, and this is also them that is free. Are they freeing themselves from one another's energy, or are they freeing themselves and they're finally going to be able to, I don't know if this is about people needing to connect or not, but okay, so on her side, we have a Queen of Pentacles and we have the World. Talk about her being free. We have her coming into a place of tremendous harmony. She has let go of the questions that were going through her head all this time. Was it me? Maybe she's also saying, have I wondered if they're still watching me, because I still kind of convinced myself that they couldn't have let me go. They couldn't have. I mean, right? They couldn't have. I was special to them, right? I mean, they must still want me. They must still think about me, right? And then she started to say, why am I thinking that they have to still think of me? Maybe that's my issue. So I don't think that they're watching me anymore, wondering about me anymore. She's having that total like, I don't even care if they are or if they aren't. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm free of the thought of whether or not somebody thought of me or thinks of me. I'm a Queen of Pentacles. I'm good enough as I am. I do have a lot to offer, but you know what? Not everybody's going to want what I got. And I can just let that go, and I can let go of the idea and even the questioning and the wondering, like, why wasn't I enough, or was I enough? And they're still, watching me and they're wanting me. She's done questioning if that was like her ego telling her that. She's done thinking about it. She knows who she is. She's just living in present time, and she's only going to deal with things that she can tangibly look, see, touch, smell, and deal with. Anything else is just, who cares? I'm not going to think about it, not going to talk about it. She's done sitting on the fence. Okay, that's amazing. So we have an Empress no longer sitting on the fence, no longer wondering if it was an illusion. It doesn't matter anymore. That was a thing that held her captive for a long freaking time. Was it an illusion? Was I wrong, or did they care? Screw it. It doesn't matter. I'm a worthy person regardless of whatever they did or didn't think, or whether or not they're staring at me still or not. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to be wrapped up in that and worry that I'm an egomaniac. So good for her for freeing herself. So now we got to go back over here and ask about, because this is clearly their side, right? The freedom and the Wheel of Fortune. They finally can do whatever it is that they wish. This is what they've been waiting for. This is the day they've been waiting for. What is it on their side? The Chariot sideways. They have the freedom to go anywhere that they need to now. I do feel like this is about personal freedom. Eight of Swords, after being trapped for so long. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Eight of Wands. I did not use the same decks. Well, one of them I think I used in the Libra video, but I have to say this reminds me so much of the Libra video right now. Even though only one of the decks, we're getting the same cards out of different decks is what I'm getting at here. This King of Wands has been unable to move forward for such a long time. And they've held on to this and they've kept it pressed down inside. I feel like they have a lot of memories of her. I feel like they think she's like a little angel, but an angel that caused them a lot of grief because they were unable to go toward her. At this point, they can. And the question is, are they? This says that's exactly where they're headed. They've been holding on to her energetically all this time. Why is the Chariot, why did it come out sideways? Five of Swords, because, oh my God, is it too late? Has she just officially blocked me? Now that I'm finally free, does she not want to hear from me? That's their thought. Oh, come on, gang. If this is what you've been waiting on all this time, you can't let a little thing like that block you and not try. Now, can you? Two of Wands, Strength card. Is she somewhere still out there? Is she still the person I remember? Would she want to talk to me? Is there something still there? Well, they won't know unless they have the courage to go find out. That's what this says to me. They have to have the courage to go find out. Their question mark is, oh God, what if she doesn't want to hear from me? You've waited all this time to finally come forward. Now that things are wrapped up, you've got your freedom. The 14th says there is nothing holding them back. If this character does not move forward, it's because they choose not to. There's nothing else holding them. The universe is like, you're free. The reality of whatever they are held hostage by, that's gone, that's fallen away. They have every power to move forward. What it will take is courage. Now, the courage is upright, so I'm thinking that they are ready to make a move forward. What's our final message on this? We have got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit sideways. Okay, so you know what's amazing is that this is exactly what had to happen. Both of them had to get to a point where, look, they have both been held. Here she is again in the freaking tree, and here they are on the other side. Everything she thought all that time, I feel like they're still watching me. Well, energetically, yes, they're nose to nose with her, like on the other side of a, like glass and, the movies when we see, people being questioned by the police and it's like a one-way glass. It's like they've been standing nose to nose on the other side of a glass all this time as mirrored glass. She's been in that tree saying, I swear I feel them, but I must be tripping. I must be like crazy. This is so ridiculous. I think that they are finally at a point where to finally get this conversation going, this is a two-way street. They're breaking the silence now. Both of them have held on to this for quite a while, and we've had, the gut instinct and then the head. I think that they both have a lot of intuition, but words have been not happening. I mean, it's been wasted energy and no communication. But at this point, there's a lot to be said between these two, and there's a lot to be cleared up. There's a lot of communication at this point that can happen, that should have happened. I think they're going to find that there were a lot of parallels in times. Oh, we got a Queen of Cups in the reverse. They had a lot of parallels at different times when they thought about each other at different times. Why a Queen of Cups in the reverse? Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands, Emperor. This seems to have been the crux of everything. This was part of the, like both of them kept convincing themselves, well, there's no way. I'm sure that there's nothing going on here, but this is still my happiness. I think they're both going to say, I wished that this was it, but I didn't think it was. So I was trying to forget about it. I thought maybe I was just stuck on a fantasy. In this case, we have an ending that it's like one fine day, here it is. It does come back around. There is this potential for happiness. There is this potential for, finally, it's like someone is finally out of jail. And it's weird because it's almost like he's still in like prison clothes, but he's an emperor. I don't know what the blockage was in this. We didn't see that. We only saw that this has been like a love that two people have shared. They've held on to all this time, even though there has not been the opportunity to reassure the other for whatever reason. But there it is. It was still there all along. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. Whew. Okay, that was a mouthful. Bye, guys.